According to the Dublin Declaration, which has over 1,000 signatures from obstetricians, neonatologists, pediatricians, midwives, they say that abortion is never medically necessary to save a woman's life. Of course, her pregnancy can be life-threatening, but abortion will never save her life from that. So the best thing to do is delivering the baby, terminating the pregnancy through early delivery or C-section, so that we can do our best to save them both.
Okay, so I just wanted to point out how, like, the website that she's talking about is called the Dublin Declaration of Maternal Healthcare, keep in mind. And there's actually what's the word? A different website called the NIH or NHI, whatever it's called, but I'm going to showcase it right now. So I'm going to showcase like how you should not trust the Dublin Declaration of Maternal Health, because this is all just misinformation, and like the whole like everything that like the Dublin Declaration is just like not promoting anything good. I will showcase like a proof of that, and yes, I will showcase an article that I've read about from the NIH or the NHI, whatever it's called, but I'll showcase it. So here's the article that I'm talking about, like how like it's an anti-abortion activism, and how in the end, like if you read this, like it's from none other than, like I said, the NIH, National Library of Medicine, which you can see the black box right there. So yeah. And if you go to the website of Dublin Declaration of Maternal Healthcare, this is like one thing you'll find. And another thing you can find is other things. However, you will never find like where they got their where they even got in the first place their information. And it says right here, as experienced practitioners and researchers in obstetricians and gynecology, sorry if I stutter, we affirm that the direct abortion, the purposeful destruction of the unborn child, is not medically necessary to save the life of a woman. And my question to any of the people out there who say this is like they're not lying, how come like they literally don't showcase like where like who the researchers are? And according to the last article that I talked about, like the article from the NIH, here's one thing. So basically, they're in Ireland, which is a completely different country from the country that I am in. I am in the US, and that's about it. That's all I'm going to share. However, the Dublin Declaration of Maternal Health Care has been around since 2012. And if you look up how long has the NIH been around, it says it's been around since 1887, when a one-room laboratory was created within the Marine Hospital Service. And lastly, let's talk about like how women die in child labor. Now, this is also another thing I found on the internet, so bear with me. How come in the end women will die of these following things, like right up here? If, like, how do I say this? Sometimes birth can kill the woman. That's literally my entire point. Sometimes it can kill the woman. So in the end, if you really want to save both the woman and her baby, how are you guys saving the woman and her baby if sometimes delivery can kill the mother? Just saying. That's all I'm asking. Now, if you are a medical licensed, meaning that you are actually licensed by whatever state you're from, or like here in the US, like I'm in a state, I will not be saying what state for privacy reasons. However, if you are actually a medical licensed doctor, please let me know if any of the information that I'm giving out is misinformation on accident. Like, that's literally like all I'm saying. If I've been miseducated, then please let me know. Like I said, I was showing the articles in which I found my information from. So keep that in mind. Oh yeah, and this is also to expose the Dublin Declaration of Maternal Health. So just keep that in mind, because really the NIH has already exposed them, and the NIH has been around since 1887, while the Dublin Declaration has been around since 2012. And if they are licensed researchers, like they say they are, or whether or not, it doesn't really matter, but whatever. If they say they are researchers and experienced, how come they've only been around since 2012? That's literally the question. Because people who have been around, like the NIH, like the organization, who's been around since 1887, how come they've like had so much experience in the medical field versus a group that was created in 2012? That's my question. So, yeah.